Hey YouTube, Crave Collector 01 here, back today for another video review. Today I'll be reviewing the Digimon Adventure 02 D.N.A Digivolving Paildramon figure. As you can see, you get two separate figures. You get an XVmon and you get a Stingmon. We'll take a closer look at these guys. And you'll notice right off the bat, XVmon looks a little sickly. He's definitely the worst of the two in terms of compromises, but once you see the end result, you'll understand why. He has ball jointed hips, forward and back at the knee, hinge at the ankle, double hinged elbows, ball jointed hands, ball jointed shoulders, wings are on ball joints, and the head is stationary due to transformation. Oh, and he gets a slightly posable tail. But not too bad. He's not too bad. Stingmon looks the best, except when you see him from the back. He looks really spindly from the back. But not too bad. He's got his shoulder armor that can move. He's got flexible antennas, ball jointed shoulders, just hinge at the elbow. I forgot to slide those up for Stingmon mode, make his arms a little shorter. He's got in and out at the knee, which is kind of weird, but that's for transformation forward and back and ball joints. But not too bad. We'll go ahead and get into the transformation for these guys. Really cool transformation. The Paildramon mode is really nice. We'll show you how to get into that. We'll move Stingmon to the side for now and focus on XVmon. So the first thing I like to do, and you shouldn't have to do this, I like to actually remove the hands from the ball joint and set them to the side. You shouldn't have to do this. I don't know if this is just on mine or if they're all that way, but I cannot get these folded up into this chest flush with the hands attached. So I usually just pop them out of the ball joints and just lay them to the side. Next, we can fold these wings out of the way. Open up the chest cavity. Fold these arms in. They're kind of hard to get up in there. Fold these around and inside, like so. And the hands are supposed to just rest up here, kind of flipped up with the chest closed, but they just do not play well on my figure. So like I said, I just pop them out, leave them to the side. You're going to close the chest up, being mindful that there is these rails that tab into the chest plate. Then all that's left to do is extend the legs. And you can go ahead and split XVmon's head for the transformation. Just kind of got to get a finger in there to get it started. And then separate it. And then fold the Paildramon head down and flip up the head crest. So now we can move on into Stingmon. That's all we need to do right now for XVmon. And Stingmon, we bring him in. And basically, XVmon wears Stingmon kind of like a coat. You'll just extend these. You can extend the little stingers on the arms. Extend. Extend. And next you're just going to kind of splay him open. You'll open up this chest completely. You'll see there's a series of hinges where you just kind of bring everything out. It's easier to extend the arms forward. You'll see why here in just a second. So do it like that and just tilt Stingmon's head back and flip Stingmon's toes around to reveal the cannons for Paildramon mode. And that's it for Stingmon. All that's left is to get them all together. So here is the hardest part of combining these two is you have to get this post on XVmon's back into this hole, and while feeding the wings in between. So you kind of got to just work with it until you can get the wings between these sections. This is honestly the hardest part of the whole transformation. It's easier if you kind of have them flat. Then you can bring them in like so. Now we got to find that port. Let's see. There we go. Sorry if this isn't on camera, guys. This is just really the most fiddly bit of this whole thing. And it's hard to get this lined up there. Okay, so we kind of got him connected. Next, we're going to fold the chest plates in, and you're going to peg them on this hole onto that post. So just kind of maneuver it till you feel it go on. And then you bring the waist in. It covers the chest plate, which will hold it in place. Tab it together. And then here's where what was Stingmon's shins cover XVmon's legs to make Paildramon shins. Then we just kind of start straightening things up. I usually just leave these kind of just splayed out like that, facing more towards the back, because they've got some, they actually have some wing detailing in there. Then next, all that's left to do is to pose the wings. We just fold them down and kind of angle them so that they're facing back like that. And then I like to rotate the tail up to kind of help support the weight of Stingmon. That way it rests on the tail a little bit more. And there we have Paildramon all digivolved and ready to go. And he really is, once you get him together, he is very fiddly to get, but man, the end result, he's just so nice. He looks so good when he's all together and just on a shelf. And not only that, but like you can bring Stingmon's legs in, just like in the show for like the Desperado blasters. He's just a really nice figure, really nice articulated representation of Paildramon. I would say this guy's definitely a high recommendation for me if you can track one down and get it, you know, on the cheap. It does have some compromises, you know, don't get me wrong. XVmon really doesn't look that good as a figure, but just as a whole, the entire set just, it looks so good. Let's see, they really did a fantastic job with this toy. You can kind of chicken leg the legs back like it should be in the show if you really want to. I just like to kind of keep him straight-legged just for stability purposes. But he just is just a phenomenal figure. He looks so good just on a shelf with your other Digimon figures. They really did a great job with this one. So yeah, if you guys can track this guy down and get him at a good price, I say he's definitely worth a pickup. He's just such a fantastic figure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and this quick look at the D.N.A. Digivolving Paildramon figure. This has been Crave Collector 01, Paildramon, signing out.